I have to make a second video. Okay, so we're working on District Common Assessment for Math Models, which we are absolutely taking tomorrow. Even if you're a remote learner, you must take it online. George plans to purchase a new motorcycle. The new prices are projected to increase at a rate of 6% per year for the next few years. With which exponential function represents the projected cost C of a motorcycle in T years if the starting new price is $8,620. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. We are not at exponential equations, so that's going to be kind of difficult for us, but we do want to find C, the projected cost. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, we are looking at C and D as more of our answer, okay? So let's go on over here. And again, I'm going to have to switch back and forth. Let me write this real quick down. So I've got it. See, the 6% per year doesn't even matter because you look at your answer choices and right now that's not even showing. But it says which exponential function represents the projected cost C of a motorcycle in T years, and it starts out at $8,620, okay? So we're going to come over here and we're going to try our best. We're going to do black. And what I'm looking for is C equals, and I'm starting out at $8,620. That's my initial cost. But then I've got this variable, which is its interest, okay? Let's just be honest. It's going to be 6% interest. Oh, don't do that. It's going to be 6% interest. So over time, there's going to be like a 0.06, or it could be flip-flopped and it'd be 0.06 ton, like that. So we're going to go back and look at the answer choices. I also have the answer key just in case, because again, Ms. Delka is not perfect, and we have not gone over exponential functions, so I'm not even going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about all the time. Okay, so here we have C equals 8,620 to the T power, because T will be time, and it's going to increase at a rate of 0.06 per year for the next few years, and basically until the motorcycle is paid off. So there you go for that one. Yes, we're not going to answer it. We're just going to move on from it. There's 10 questions total, so this hopefully doesn't take too long. All right, this next one. It says Susan started a savings account at her bank. The bank offered her an interest rate of 4.5%. We're really going to have to talk about percentages here in just a moment. And then we're talking about a growth factor. So growth factor means we're going to add a whole number 1 to our savings account. So looking at that, because a decay factor would be something different, and I'm not looking at decay right now. Okay, let me erase this, get it all cleared off. Clear off. Okay, so if we're talking about, if we're talking about a savings account and it is at 4.5%. I need to know how to convert 4.5% into a whole number. Okay, guys? Riley, Peyton? All right. When I need to move it to make it a whole number, I have to move the decimal over 2 times. And I put the decimal here now, and I get a 0. All right? So really, whenever it says 4.5%, it's really saying you're basically getting 0.45. But with a growth factor of 1. So I'm taking the number 1 and I'm adding it to this. Do not be tricked by this. Oh. Why is it going? Oh wait, don't do that. Hold on. Okay. If you take your calculator and you say 1 plus 0.045, you should get 1.045. That's the growth. So now looking at your answer choices, coming back over, 1.045. It was going to trick you. Decay would be like a subtraction. It would be over here. And then the 1.45, that's if you're not paying attention and you're just sticking your decimal wherever you feel like. But 1.045 would be the most correct answer for that one. I'm not actually going to click on it. Okay, so number 3, and you have to give it time to load all the pictures because these are pictures. All right. Alfred became the new manager at the Container Store. His salary is $57,000. That's actually a pretty decent salary, and it increased by 25%. So I know that I'm going to multiply that by 0.25, not the number 25, but the decimal 0.25. After Black Friday, Alfred found his new position too stressful, and he requested to return to his original position. He resumed his former job with a 20% reduction in salary. Okay, if he increased to 25 and then he reduced it by 20, what's 25 minus 20? 25 minus, yeah, it's 5. So instead of doing all that crazy math, I'm just going to say his 57,000, and I'll write it up there in a minute, is going to be times 0.05, and that's how much I'm going to find out. So how much more is Alfred making at his old job after his transfer and then his return? Okay, so coming over here, okay, let me clear that out. We get his 57,000. This is before he got the new job and everything. And then he got basically he went, came back, and really all he got was a 0.05 increase, which, you know, for this guy, hey, I want that, a 0.5 increase. Okay, so I'm going to use my calculator on my phone. You are always welcome to use your calculator online or however way you want to do it. But I'm going to put 57,000 times 0.05. He got a 2,850 increase. So that is the difference, because now at his basically old position, he's now getting paid 5,000. Hold on. Ms. Delka needs to do her math right before I just talk. Okay. Yeah, 5,850. Okay, so that's his new pay. So they asked, what's the difference? Well, it's 2,850. And instead of having to make that super complicated, I just did 25 minus 20. So 2,850 right here. So C. Again, tomorrow you'll take the test. You do not have access to the test today, and you'll have access to this video. So that should help you. All right, next one. Jill's doctor has advised her to lose 10% of her body weight to significantly improve her health. She weighs 187 pounds. If Jill rounds her weight loss to the nearest pound, so 187, I'm going to round it here in a minute, how many pounds represent the amount her doctor advised her to lose? Okay, so guys, this is actually super applicable. Your doctor one day may tell you, hey, I'm not calling you fat, but I am telling you your health is going to suffer if you don't, get this figured out. So Jill, she goes and she's 187. But in women, our weight fluctuates every single day. I can get on the scale and I can be 5 pounds heavier one day, and the next day I can be 5 pounds lighter. It's insane. So Jill knows this, and she says, I'm going to round. Would this round to 180 or would this round to 190?
180. Wait, 190.
190. Yeah, because it's, oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, because it's 5 and above. Whatever that cute little saying is that y'all learn in like the younger grades. It's like 5 and over, make it go up, 4 and under, bring it down. Something like that. I don't know. I'll find it cute. I'll find it. Okay, so anyway, the doctor then says, okay, take the 10%. So I know 10% looks like this as a decimal. I can do all that math. I also just know mental math. And whenever I do 190 and I want 10% off, he's saying, hey, get 19 pounds off your body. That's all he's saying. So you should be able to go back to your common assessment through Canvas and right there be 19 pounds. It's tricking you by putting 10 pounds because that seems like that would be a pretty decent amount of weight to pull off. And then 20 pounds, that's rounding up, but they didn't tell us to round the answer. They said to round her weight already. And then 18 pounds is not going to work because that's 1 pound under. So again, it was trying to trick you. Okay. moving on. Question number 5. Hold on. Let me stop the recording because I don't. Sorry about that, students. We had a phone call coming in. All right, so number 5. Oscar was given 650 milligrams of aspirin for his injury. In 1 hour, 75% of that dose is absorbed in the bloodstream. How much remains in Oscar's system after 1 hour? Okay, so if it's absorbed in his bloodstream, 75%, how much aspirin remains in his system? So that's going to be the leftover 25%. Instead of multiplying by 75 and doing all that subtraction, I know 100 minus 75 is 25, right? Y'all know that? I think of quarters all the time. So let me go back real quick to that word problem. I want to make sure I have the numbers correct. Okay, so 650, and I'm going to multiply it by 0.25 because that's 25%. So 650, and I'm going to go old school on this one and actually work the problem out. Don't just rely on my calculator. So 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30, 31, 32. I'm not going to touch that decimal yet. I'm going to show you what to do with the decimal in a minute. Okay, since I'm using the second row, I need to drop 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. I'm going to mark that out. And then 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. I've got it lined up. 0, 5 and 0, 2 and 0, 3 and 3, and then 1 standing on its own. I'm still not going to touch that decimal. I don't want to just yet. But I know 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 0 is 2. 3 plus 3 is 6. And then a 1. And then I count the decimal places. 1, 2. There's 2 decimal places. So instead of leaving it right here, I go 1, 2. My answer should be 162.50 or and 5/10. Let's go back and see if that's an answer choice. 162.5. There you go. So far, everything we've worked out, it keeps coming back that, yep, that's the answer. Okay, this next one. Which exponential function correctly matches the data below? I'm going to show you guys a trick because I feel like you're not utilizing your Desmos like you should. Desmos is incredible because all I have to do is take these graphs, and I can look at the chart in the table here in a minute, but I've got 2.7x, okay, so y equals 2.7, and give me a second, I'm trying to remember because on my other computer I can make it go. Nope, hold on. Where is the button to do that? This is not going to give it to me, is it? Nope. Okay, give me a second, guys, because there is a setting on here that allows me to put that in. Okay, I tell you one thing and then I'm not doing it. How to write an exponent on Desmos using Del. Yep, keyboard shortcuts. Okay, so it says some shortcuts, new expression, add a exponent. It can be entered like x to the power of 2. Yes, but how do I do that? Because that is not on here. Oh, yes it is. Okay. All right, at the very top of your keyboard, there is a little, for the number 6, I click Shift, Enter, and then it gives me. So, okay, that's what this looks like. I'm going to go see if it matches the graph. So 0 to 1, let's look at that first. See if it falls on 0, 1. X is 0, Y is 1. X is 0, here's X. Y is, oh look, it is 1. Okay. Then it said X is 1, Y is 2.7. So let's go look. Here is 1. And we could even like, if I can find that, yeah. We can zoom in a little bit. Okay, so 1 to 2.7. Look,